Hey everyone, I need to get this off my chest because it's been haunting me for weeks. This happened about a month ago, and I still can't drive at night without feeling like I'm being watched. I'm not someone who believes in ghosts or anything supernatural, but after this, I don't know what to believe anymore. I live in a small city, but my parents stay in a village about 3 hours away. I drive down to visit them every couple of months in my beat-up Maruti 800. It's old, creaky, and the heater barely works, but it gets the job done. The road to the village is a narrow, winding highway flanked by dense forests on one side and open fields on the other. At night, it's pitch black, no street lights, no houses, just you and the road. I usually avoid driving after dark, but that day, I got delayed at my parents' place and didn't leave until around 9 p.m. The first hour of the drive was fine. I had my phone plugged into the car's ancient stereo, playing some retro Bollywood songs to keep me awake. The headlights barely lit up the road ahead, and the fog was starting to roll in, making it harder to see. I was focused, gripping the steering wheel, trying to stay alert. That's when I heard it, a soft thump from the back seat, like something had shifted or fallen. I glanced in the rearview mirror, but it was too dark to see anything clearly. I'd thrown a bag of clothes and some snacks back there, so I figured it was just that. "Calm down," I told myself and kept driving. But then, maybe 10 minutes later, I heard it again. Thump, thump. This time, it wasn't just a random sound. It had a rhythm, like someone tapping their fingers. My stomach dropped. I turned off the music and listened. Silence. Just the hum of the engine and the wind outside. I checked the mirror again. Nothing but darkness. I tried to laugh it off, thinking maybe the car's suspension was acting up. But deep down, I knew it wasn't that. A few miles later, the air in the car felt heavy. Like when you walk into a room and feel someone's there, even if you can't see them. I started sweating despite the cold. Then I heard it, a faint whisper, right behind my ear. It wasn't words, just a breathy sound, like someone exhaling too close. My hands froze on the wheel. I didn't dare look back. Instead, I flicked my eyes to the rearview mirror, and that's when I saw it. A figure, sitting in the middle of the back seat. It was human-shaped, but wrong, too pale, too still. Its head was tilted slightly, and long matted hair hung over its face. I couldn't see its eyes, but I felt them staring at me. My heart was hammering so hard I thought I'd pass out. I slammed on the brakes, and the car screeched to a stop in the middle of the highway. I whipped around to look. Nothing. The back seat was empty, just my bag and some empty water bottles. I sat there, panting, trying to process what I'd seen. "You're tired," I told myself. "You're imagining things." I checked the doors, all locked. The windows were up. There was no way anyone could have gotten in. I started driving again, but now every shadow in the mirror made me jump. The fog was thicker now, and the headlights barely cut through it. My phone had no signal, so I couldn't call anyone. I was completely alone, or so I thought. About 20 minutes later, I heard something new, a low hum, almost like someone singing under their breath. It was coming from the back seat. I froze, my eyes locked on the road. I didn't want to look in the mirror again, but I couldn't help it. This time, the figure was clearer. A woman, or something that looked like one, sitting upright. Her head was tilted back, and her mouth was moving like she was the one humming. Her hands were folded in her lap, clutching something, a piece of cloth, maybe a shawl. I screamed and swerved, nearly crashing into a tree. When I looked again, she was gone. But the humming didn't stop. It was softer now, but it was still there, like it was inside my head. I floored the gas, desperate to get to the city. The car rattled like it was about to fall apart, but I didn't care. I just needed to get out of there. Finally, I saw the glow of a petrol pump up ahead, the first sign of civilization in hours. I pulled in, my hands shaking so bad I could barely park. The guard, an older guy with a bored expression, walked over. Before I could say anything, he squinted at my car and said, "Hey, you traveling alone? Whose shawl is that in the back?" My blood ran cold. I turned to look, and there it was, an old, tattered shawl draped over the back seat. It was gray, frayed, and stained, with a weird, musty smell wafting from it. I stammered, That's not mine." The guard chuckled like it was a joke and said, "Relax, I'm just messing with you. There's nothing there." But I knew he was wrong. I got out, opened the back door, and there it was. The same shawl, heavy and damp to the touch. I yanked it out and threw it into a dumpster by the pump. The guard watched me, confused, but didn't say anything. I didn't care. I just got back in the car and drove home as fast as I could. When I got to my apartment, I locked the doors, turned on every light, and checked the car again. The shawl was gone, but the smell lingered. That night I couldn't sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw that pale face, those empty eyes. The next morning, I went to the car to grab my bag, and I froze. There, on the back seat, was a single strand of long black hair. I hadn't noticed it before. I burned it with a lighter right there in the parking lot. Since then, I can't drive at night without feeling like someone's in the car with me. Sometimes I hear that humming again. Faint, but unmistakable. Last week, I found another strand of hair in the back seat, even though I've cleaned the car a dozen times. I don't know what was in my car that night, but I'm starting to think it never really left. Has anyone else experienced something like this? Am I losing my mind, or was there really someone or something in my car?